You know, there's a saying, actions speak louder than words. So like if you can, some sort of action or the offer of an action, as you guys said, like, you know, offering to go get dinner or like grab coffee or grab drinks, like, I don't know, it depends on the person, but that can mean a lot, just offering it to them. Actually, generally funerals are family affairs in America. In the case of like a coworker, you're probably not going to be going. Again, I'm not 100% sure though, because I'm still young, so I've never been in this situation, so I'm not 100% sure either. For the wedding, you have to have a gift or money. Oh, so the one thing that's different though is like, if you're going to give the money, you have to have a card. So you can't just put money in an envelope. You have to get a card, you write a short little message, and then you can put money inside. Any event where you're giving money, you should probably put a card. And yeah, so that's why like 50 to 100 is usually the number, because that's the price of like one of their gifts. So in America, the other thing that they do is if they want gifts, they will have a prepared list of like gifts. What is that called? I forget. Like a wedding wish list. The gift registry, that's what it is. It's basically a wish list. It's a list of all the things that they want. So that's the thing, is like it's interactive. So like if you're bringing it, you check it off, and then they know you're taking it, and then it gets off the list. So like you don't end up with like 100 microwaves. And usually it's at like at one particular store or a few stores. Like at this store we want this, and this store we want this. It is a little bit strange, I will say. Yeah! To be caught off guard or to catch someone off guard, yeah, means like be unprepared or not ready for whatever the situation is. Very common phrase, so I would make sure to know this. That way when you see it, you're not caught off guard. Ha ha ha. Alright, bad joke, sorry. So I will just tell you this. This is not an actual English term. This is a Konglish term. In English, it actually makes no sense at all. I've heard this recently too, and I was like, what? You just call it non-face-to-face working. Or we call it like telecommuting, doing it. So like video call or phone calls. We do not call it on contact, unfortunately. I'm assuming by hot dog, and you mean like the 명랑 hot dog, right? Yeah, in America, that's not a hot dog. You guys know what that's called in America? That's not bad, sausage bar. So in America, we call that a corn dog. 옥수수 dog. Because that breading, the fried bread, in America, we use corn. There's another one where I'm from, we call it a pronto pup. It's where it's covered in like it's covered in flour. If you want a hot dog, or if you say a hot dog, you're not going to get that hot dog. You're going to get like the American hot dog in the bread, so not the fried on the stick thing. Okay, good. Yeah, perfect. Right? We're on the same, literally on the same page. So we see the same thing and we understand the same thing. That is a very common page, or very common saying. Oh, so you guys had another case at your office? A focal point is like the important point or the main point of something. I like this word because number one, it's really easy, right? Because focal is from focus, right? So focus point, except you can't say focus point. Like that's kind of weird. So you just say focal point instead. The other thing too is, again, this is like ample. It's not that commonly used. Like I don't think a Korean person is going to use this. So if you use it, like that looks even more impressive because that means you have a wide vocabulary. Finally, like you can use this for anything. Any main point that you want to point out to people. So the focal point of the Apple event was to release the new iPhone. The focal point of the meeting is to talk about the project. It's just a different way of saying main idea. Good. It's basically like I have to tell you something and it's like, yeah, being open. So normally you would use this as kind of like a preparation for like, hey, I need to tell you something. You could say this, it'd be like, hey, I have to level with you. I didn't prepare for this meeting. Just if you need to say something kind of serious, like, I have to level with you. Your performance these days has not been great. It literally is like not decided. We could debate about it. So in other words, it means there's like room, there's still a lot of room for discussion. There are many answers. And the other reason why I like it is because if you say it, I mean, it's basically a very indirect and polite way of saying you're wrong. You're wrong. Right? Because I'm like, hey, like, you know, there's other answers, so your answer's not correct. I mean, you can't do anything about it, can you? So it's okay. Unless you were the reason the meeting went longer, then that's your fault.
Thanks for sitting and talking with me. Yeah, so the problem that we were talking about was our team is kind of upset that you are making us work over the holiday for these projects. It's the holiday, so people just like should go home and rest. So people are getting kind of upset about this. Okay, well, just how important are these projects? I mean, you're asking people to give up their personal time and their personal life, so like they have to live at work, and that's not fair to ask of people. Oh, you will compensate? How much are you thinking for compensation? Okay, well, I mean, again, some people think it's unfair to have to work on the holidays because it seems like you think the project and the client is more important than us. I think so, yeah. I think if we have a meeting, maybe you can tell them yourself, but Okay, well, I mean, it's not my job. I mean, I'm not the one that's having the problem, so I think you can make the meeting. Okay, yeah, no problem. I hope we can figure this out.
Yeah, it is real for manager. It happens. I've been in your shoes before.